Good morning and welcome to Story Time. Happy Monday to you. Thank you so much for joining us, and I hope you're ready for today's story. Earrings by Judith Viorst and illustrations by Nola, Langner, Malone. Nola, Langner, Malone. Thank you so much for joining in Story Time today and welcome. Thank you for joining us. I hope you're ready for an exciting lineup that we have this week for you with many amazing life lessons that are in there built into each story that we will be reading today. I hope you enjoy the journey. I hope you enjoy the laughs. And yes, indeed, Friday is a good one to join in for lots of laughs. Good morning to you and welcome to Story Time. Thank you so much for joining in. I am glad to be here with you today reading Earrings, and this one is being read with permission of Atheneum Books, an imprint of Simon and Schuster Children's Publishing Division. Yes, good morning to you and thank you so much for joining us and being able to share all these great stories with us today. We thank all the authors, illustrators and creators, publishers for allowing us to be here and share many great stories with you. Good morning to you. I hope you had a lovely break. If you're like me and you were on break, on Thanksgiving break, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got to see your loved ones safely, of course, and if not, there's always next year. There's always next year when we can get to see everybody and yes, in a much safer environment at a much safer time. Thank you so much for joining in Story Time. I am happy you're here and I am happy for another week of great stories. Good morning to you. Please, as always, let us know where you're joining us from and who indeed is joining in with you. Thank you so much for joining in today. Let us see who is with us. Yes, indeed. Good morning to you, Natasha Nadu Allen. Good morning to you. First one through the door. Good morning to you. And of course, you joined in with Elijah. How are you doing today? Thank you so much for joining in. Good to see you. Thank you so much. Happy Monday to you. And of course, joining in. Good morning to you at Berlin Library. Sarah, how are you doing today? Good morning to you, Olive. Thank you so much for joining in, Sarah. Absolutely appreciate it. Please remind me the kids' names again so we could say hi as well. Thank you so much for joining in. And I know it is 1:30 on the East Coast. Please do enjoy the story that we have for you today. Good morning to you, Amanda West with Sarah and Nathan. And you're saying in cold and snowing Gray, Illinois. Oh my goodness. Please do stay warm. Please do stay cozy. And I hope this story definitely warms your heart and cheers you up. All right. Thank you so much for joining in, Sarah and Nathan, and of course, Amanda West. Thank you so much for joining in and for that update on what's happening in Illinois. Harmony Beth, good morning to you. Happy Monday to you. Thank you so much for joining in. And please, just a reminder, please keep recommendations coming so that we can read as many of your favorites as possible. Ellen Edwards in Chicago, please do stay warm. Please do stay safe. And thank you so much for always being a lovely part of this Storytime community. Thank you so much for joining in. Absolutely appreciate you, Ellen. Thank you so much. Elijah and Natasha, one more time. Thank you so much. Numa Jerry, good morning to you. How are you doing? Thank you so much for joining in all the way out in Zambia. And of course, you're joining in with Malaika, Yelesani, Yamikani, and Chikondi. Beautiful names. Love it. Good morning to you. How are you doing? Yes, indeed. Malaika, Yelesani, Yamikani, and Chikondi. Good morning to you. How are you doing? Ellen Edwards, you're saying cloudy and cold with you in Chicago. Oh, absolutely. Please do stay safe. Thank you for joining in. Christina Voorhees, good morning to you. How are you doing today? Thank you so much for joining in. And Christina, do remind me if anybody is joining in with you today, but you are very welcome to Storytime as always. Thank you. Soraya and Sharon Lungo right here in Oakland. How are you doing? And you're having your second breakfast. Well, that's what working at home is all about being able to snack when you can. No teachers breathing on your neck for eating during class. All right, good morning to you, Soraya. Enjoy your second breakfast. I hope it is delicious. I hope it's lots of leftovers from Thanksgiving. Yes, indeed. Sharon Lungo, thank you so much for joining in. Molly, oh goodness, good to see you back here. And you say back with the second grade, but taking a few minutes for story time. Oh my goodness. Well, Molly, this one's for you. A big, big hug for you and Birdie. Thank you so much for joining in. I am so glad you put some time aside to join in story time. Well, I'll make sure we get through our story quickly, but also enjoy it, and then you can get back to your class. Thank you so much for joining in. Christina and Savannah. Yes, there we go. Savannah, how are you doing right here in Auckland? Good morning to you. Thank you so much for joining in. Christina and Savannah, I hope you have yourself a beautiful week. Moffat, how are you doing, my brother? Good evening to you out in Lusaka, Zambia. How are you doing? Good to see you. Brother, it warms my heart every time I see you here. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime. Moffat, representing the Zambia Air Force. Good morning to you. How are you doing today? Marlene Fisher from Bruges, how are you doing? And you're joining us all the way out from the Netherlands. Please do let us know who joined in with you. Good morning to you. How are you doing today? Marlene, thank you so much for joining us all the way out in the Netherlands. And where in the Netherlands are you? Thank you so much for joining in. Oh, absolutely love it. Yes, indeed. Story time, bringing all of us from the rest of the world together from all parts of the world to enjoy great stories. Thank you so much for joining in. All right, Natasha, I have seen your recommendation, and I will look into it and see what the permissions are from the publishers, and hopefully we can get to share it right here on Storytime. Chriselle, how are you doing today? And Clay, good morning to you. Grandpa June, how are you? Good morning to you. And you're all out in Long Beach. And of course, to you, Rocco, as well. Good morning. And please keep enjoying your classes. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Jeremiah Chiesu, how are you doing, my brother? All the way out in the Copper Belt of Zambia. Good morning to you. Thank you so much for joining in. Love it, love it, love it. Good morning to you, Jeremiah Chiesu. Please let me know who joined in with you today. Anna Lima in Chicago, right on time as we get started with earrings. Let us get started and enjoy that one, and we'll get back to checking who else is with us today. All right, here we go. And Molly, we'll try and get you back to class ASAP. All right, here we go. This one is written by Judith Viorst and illustrated by Nola, Langner, Malone. And it's called Earrings. And we're reading this one with permission of Atheneum Books, an imprint of Simon & Schuster Children's Division. So here we go. I want them. I need them. I love them. I've got to have them. My mom and dad won't let me have them. Earrings, beautiful earrings for pierced ears. Teachers and lady dancers have them. Mothers and even grandmothers have them. Why won't my mom and my dad let me have pierced ears? They say I am too young. I am not too young. I am actually very mature for my age. I clear the plates after dinner. I take a shower without even being told. How about that? They say I need to be patient. I've tried being patient. I am tired of being patient. I want my ears pierced now. Now. Not when I am 20, 40, 80, 100 years old. I want my ears pierced now. I want them. I need them. I love them. Beautiful earrings. Glorious earrings. My mom and my dad say, wait for a couple of years. I tell them, I am the only girl in my class, in my school, in the world, in the solar system, whose mom and dad won't let her have pierced ears. At your age, they say, pierced ears are premature. I hate premature. At your age, they say, pierced ears are inappropriate. I really hate inappropriate. At your age, they say, pierced ears look a little tacky. I can't believe I've got such old-fashioned parents. Oh. I want them. I need them. I love them. Beautiful earrings. Glorious earrings. My mom and my dad keep saying weird things like, why? Because they would make me look good? Because they would make me feel good? And because, furthermore, I'll be so proud of wearing them. I would stand up straight and hold my head up high, which means that they would also be good for my posture. And I hear that they keep your earlobes warm in the winter. Is that true? Oh my goodness. My mom and my dad ask, what do you want for your birthday? I tell them what I want for my birthday is pierced ears. My mom and my dad ask, what do you want for Christmas? I tell them I only want pierced ears. Oh, and what do you think I say when they ask me, what should we bring you back from vacation? I say, earrings, beautiful earrings, glorious earrings, beautiful, glorious earrings for pierced ears. Instead of earrings, they say, we could get you a locket. I don't want a locket. Instead of earrings, they say, we could get you a charm bracelet. I really don't want a charm bracelet. As a substitute for earrings, they say, we brought you back this. Don't they understand there isn't a substitute for earrings? I want them. I need them. I love them. Beautiful earrings. Glorious earrings. I argue and beg, and sometimes there's yelling and tears. I tell my mom and my dad all the things I would do. If only, if only, if only, if only, oh, if only they would let me have pierced ears. What are those things I would do? Like walk our dog every day for 1 whole year. Oh my. Like clean up my room every day for 1 whole year. Like read a book once a week for 1 whole year. Like be nice to my little brother for 1 whole year. Well, maybe 6 months. And I wouldn't ask for new clothes because I could wear the same old clothes and just change my earrings. I want them. I need them. I love them. I keep telling my mom and my dad I've got to have them. My mom and my dad say they are tired of hearing this stuff. But I promise, I cross my heart promise that they will never hear it again. The minute they decide I am old enough. For earrings, beautiful earrings, glorious earrings. Beautiful, glorious earrings for pierced ears. The end. Thank you so much for joining in Story Time today. I hope you enjoyed that one. That was earrings. What do you think, kids? Does she have a case? Should her parents let her have earrings? Well, please do write in. Let me know what you think. Thank you so much for joining in Story Time today. That was Earrings by Judith Viorst and illustrations by Nola, Langner, Malone. And of course, we're reading this one with permission of Atheneum Books, an imprint of Simon & Schuster Children's Division. Good morning to you and welcome to Story Time. I hope you enjoyed that one. But of course, the lesson I personally got from that is that sometimes we need to be patient. Patience is a virtue, and yes, indeed, sometimes you just have to wait. You know, the adults know better in our lives. They try to make the decisions for us that they think are best. And so sometimes we may have to wait on things, and sometimes things come right away. But absolutely. And of course, make your case. If you want something, if you think something should be done, please make a case. Argue it out just like this person did. Make your points heard and see if that will change the people's mind. But thank you so much for joining in Story Time. Yes, indeed, patience. We can all use a little patience. Thank you so much for joining in Story Time today. I hope you enjoyed that one. But we're not done. We're back tomorrow with another exciting story. And tomorrow we'll be looking at how to read a story. Yes, we've been doing that a lot these days, but of course we'll be reading a little bit more. How can we do that? How to read a story by Kate Messner and Mark Siegel. Do join us tomorrow for that one. Let us see who is with us here and joined in for that beautiful story indeed. Good morning to you one more time, Chriselle, Clay, and of course Rocco. Always have the good morning to you. I hope you have a beautiful day. Grandpa June, good morning to you, and thank you so much for joining in today. All right, Jeremiah Chiesu, good morning to you out in the Copper Belt of Zambia. Where on the Copper Belt are you, my brother? Yes, indeed. Are you in Kitwe? Are you in Ndola? Or where are you? Good morning to you. Thank you so much for joining in, Jeremiah. Absolutely appreciate you. And who joined in with you as well? Anna Lima in Evanston, please do stay warm. Thank you so much for joining in. Jade, and of course Eva Scarlett, how are you doing today? Thank you so much for joining in. I hope you had a good weekend, and I hope you have an even better week this week. Thank you so much for joining in, and I hope you enjoyed today's story. Oh, Sudeya, how are you doing today? Marcy, good morning to you. I am so glad you are here. Thank you so much for joining in. Oh, absolutely appreciate you. Thank you for joining in. Jade, you say that was brilliant. I'm so excited about the story. Oh, absolutely. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it lived up to your expectations, Jade and Ava Scarlett. I hope you enjoyed that one. Jane Pelletti, Jaden, and Charlotte, how are you doing today? Thank you so much. Do you have your pierced ears yet? Has Mommy Jane let you get your earrings? Thank you so much for joining in. Ellen Edwards, you say, let her get her earrings. Absolutely. Good morning to you. Sarah Vincent, good morning to you. Please let us know where you joined us from and who joined in with you today. Thank you for joining in. Absolutely love it that you were able to join us. Sarah Vincent, thank you so much. Please let us know where you joined us from and who joined in with you. Molly, you say yes. And thank you very much. Oh, absolutely, Molly. Always appreciate you. And Birdie says hello and thank you too. Well, absolutely love it. Appreciate you too. Thank you so much for joining in. And of course, Jonathan, you're not forgotten as well. Thank you so much for joining in Story Time today. Love it. Moffat, good morning to you. And you say you joined in with Faith and Ivy. Absolutely love it. Thank you so much. I really appreciate getting those names today. Yes, indeed, and we will always give some extra love to Faith and Ivy joining us all the way out in Zambia. Thank you so much for joining in. Zaye Leilani, good morning to you. How are you doing today, sweetie? Thank you so much for joining in. Oh, good morning to you one more time. Ava Scarlett, you are very welcome, my dear. Zaye, you can join us for story time tomorrow, but if you missed it today, you can catch it later recording, or indeed you can get one at your local library. Earrings, it is a fun one. Do join in and read that one. Thank you so much. Good job, Charlotte. Good job, Charlotte. Thank you so much. I'm glad you were able to convince your mom to give you your earrings. All right, Soraya says she wants pierced ears. but it doesn't want it to hurt. Oh, Soraya, well, please do tell me when you've got them. Thank you so much for joining in Story Time today. Absolutely love being here, and I hope you enjoyed today's story. But tomorrow we have another exciting story, and this one is how to read a story. How do we go about doing that? Yes, if we're not on Story Time, where do we read our books? Please do share that. Thank you so much for joining in. And you say, Jay, definitely let her get earrings. Absolutely. Thank you. Oh, absolutely appreciate you. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining in. Isaac Ichisenga joining in on Zambian time. You just missed our story, but I hope you can catch it later. And of course, do join us tomorrow. And of course, do say hi to the kids for me. Isaac, please remind me the kids' names. And of course, do say hi to my sister as well. Thank you so much for joining in Story Time today. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Please have yourselves a beautiful rest of the day. And of course, we'll see you tomorrow with another exciting story. This has been Story Time for today. Much love as always, and I will see you in the morning. Bye-bye.